I found the box on a Saturday morning. My mom was out shopping. My dad was washing the car. I was bored, so I decided to clean my room. My room was a mess. Under my bed, I saw an old shoebox. It was brown and looked very old. I pulled it out. It was heavy. I opened it carefully. Inside there were many old letters and a small, round locket. The letters had old stamps. They were tied with a faded blue ribbon. My name is Ben. I was only 12 years old. My hands started to shake a little. These looked like my mom's things. I knew I should not look, but I felt a strong pull. I had to know what was inside. I picked up a letter. The writing was fancy, not like my mom's writing now. I saw the date, 25 years ago. Mom was only 20 then. I opened the letter. It was from a man named Sam. He wrote, "My dearest Lisa, I miss you so much. I wish you were here with me." Lisa is my mom's name. My heart started beating fast. Who was Sam? My dad's name is Mike. I kept reading. Sam wrote about how much he loved Lisa. He wrote about their dreams, about traveling the world together. He wanted to marry her. He wanted to have children with her. I read letter after letter. Sam sounded so kind. He was an artist. He painted beautiful pictures. My mom loved him very much. But then the letters stopped. There were only a few from many years ago. I found another letter, a different kind. It was from my grandma. My grandma wrote to my mom, "Lisa, you must marry Mike. He is a good man. He has a good job. He can give you a good life. Sam is a dreamer. He has no money. You need stability." My chest felt tight. My mom married my dad, Mike. Did she marry him for money? Not for love. I looked at the last letter from Sam. It was very sad. He wrote, "Lisa, if this is truly what you want, I will leave. I will go far away, but a part of my heart will always be with you." Then I found a very small, folded piece of paper at the bottom of the box. It was in my mom's handwriting. It was like a diary entry, not a letter. "Mike is a wonderful husband," she wrote. "He is kind to me, but sometimes I see Sam's eyes in my dreams. I wonder about the life we could have had." I turned the page. The next part made me feel very strange. I saw Sam today at the old coffee shop. He was back in town for a visit. We talked for hours. It felt like no time had passed. Mike was away on a business trip. Sam came to the house later that week. We talked, we laughed, we remembered the past. I know it was wrong, but I couldn't stop myself. We spent the afternoon together. Mom came into the house. "Hello, honey," she called. "How was your day?" I couldn't answer. I stayed in my room. That night at dinner, I watched Mom and Dad. They seemed happy. They talked about their day. Dad made Mom laugh with a funny story about work. Dad held Mom's hand. Did Dad know? Did he love me even if I was not his real son? I couldn't eat much. I couldn't sleep. The secret was too big, too heavy. The next morning, I waited until Dad left for work. He kissed me goodbye, like always. "See you later, champ," he said. His blue eyes twinkled. I felt a pang in my heart. Then I went to Mom. "Mom," I said, my voice shaky, "we need to talk." I took the box out of my closet. I handed her the letters and the small piece of paper. Mom's face turned very pale. Her eyes grew wide with fear. Where did you find these?" she whispered. "In your old shoebox," I said. "Mom, is it true? Is Sam my real father?" Mom started crying. She sat down on the sofa, her shoulders shaking. She looked very small and very scared. "Yes," she said quietly, her voice barely a whisper. "It's true, Ben. He is." I felt like the world was spinning around me. I knew it was true from reading, but hearing her say it, it was different. It hit me hard. "Why, Mom? Why did you lie to me?" I asked, tears starting to form in my own eyes. Mom wiped her tears. "I was young, Ben, and I was scared. My family wanted me to have a good life. Sam was a wonderful man, but he couldn't provide for a family. Your dad, Mike, he was stable. He offered security. I thought I was doing the right thing. But I was still in love with Sam. And then you came along. I loved Mike, and I tried to be a good wife. But after that day with Sam, I was so confused and so afraid." Mom stood up. She took the letters and the paper from my hands. "These are old mistakes, Ben," she said, her voice stronger now, but still trembling. "I was a different person then, a foolish girl. I don't want to remember that girl." Mom walked to the fireplace. She lit a match. "Mom, what are you doing?" I asked, my voice high with panic. She held the letters and the paper over the small flame. The edges started to burn. The old words, the dreams, the secret, they turned black, then to ash. 25 years of secrets burning away. I love my family now, Ben, she said, watching the fire. You and your father, that's all that matters. This is the past. It needs to stay there. We watched the last pieces burn. All of Mom's old words about Sam went away forever. Mom took my hands. Her eyes looked scared, begging me. Her voice was shaking. Promise me, Ben, she said. Promise me you will never tell your father. Never tell anyone. This secret, it must die with us. If your father finds out, it will hurt him very, very much. It will break his heart. It will destroy our family. My chest felt heavy, so heavy. The secret was like a big, cold rock inside me now. I looked at her scared face, her tear-filled eyes. Mom, I started. Promise me, she said louder, her grip on my hands tight. Promise me right now. I promise, I said quietly, my voice barely there. Mom let go of my hands. She looked relieved, but I felt worse, a deep, aching sadness. When Dad came home that evening, I had to act like everything was normal. He walked in, his blue eyes bright, his usual happy smile. How was your day, champ? Dad asked me at dinner. I forced a smile, but it felt fake on my face. Good, Dad, just a normal day. Dad told us about his work. Mom laughed at his jokes, just like always. They held hands across the table. I watched them. Dad loved Mom so much. He didn't know about the secret we were hiding. My heart ached for him. Are you okay, Ben? Dad asked, looking concerned. You're very quiet tonight. Just tired, I lied. But I wasn't tired. I was carrying something heavy, something huge, the truth about who I really was. The truth that could hurt my family, the family I loved. That night, as I lay in bed, I thought about the secret. It felt like a heavy weight, and I knew it would always be there, a silent truth between my mother and me. But as I listened to the quiet sounds of the house, I realized something. Mike, my father, was a good man. He had raised me, taught me how to ride a bike, and stayed up with me when I was sick. He was the one who was always there. He was my real dad, no matter what a piece of paper might say. The next morning, I woke up with a new feeling. The weight was still there, but it felt a little different. I went downstairs and found Dad in the kitchen, making pancakes. Morning, champ, he said, his smile as warm as ever. Pancakes are ready. He didn't know the truth, but I did. And I also knew something even more important. This was my family. I was Ben, his son, and I would keep the secret to protect them, because that's what a son does for the people he loves. "Morning, Dad," I said, and this time my smile was real. "Thanks. They smell great."